Good morning, welcome back to the channel. Another video. We've just had to finish Friday's video off this morning, so we're starting a fresh video now. We've got that on, as you know from previous video. We're taking Roundwood to Kemps. Just gonna have to pop to JSV because I've weighed on there. I need to go clear that because we've tipped brash, get the ticket for that, and because we're less weight than what we was, and the rest is going to Kemps. So we'll nip to JSV, weigh back off with what we've tipped and what we've left on, and I'm just doing that just to keep it right, and to get my truck out of the system. All being well, it's there. I don't know what our full weight was when we got there. Normally I bring the ticket in the wagon with me and I fill the ticket out. I could have brought that with me. I could have just nipped back, done my ticket, but it's actually there in the office. I'm hoping it's still there in the office. So yeah, that's what we're going to do this morning. Go way off there, just whip round corner to Kemps. They won't be open until 7, so we've got plenty of time. It's only just turning 6:30. We've done our checks, everything's alright. Flashing lights have been fixed on the back of the trailer because they've gone off. So they're done, everything's packed away. We're in for today, Monday the 20th. 20th of January already. I can't believe it. I just can't get my head around it. And this Christmas, I was talking to the missus last night. As a lot of you know that watch previous videos, we only live like 11 miles from the sea. And we haven't been, we normally go on a Sunday, and in the summer we normally go on a Saturday night or a Sunday night or both. And we take a couple of the dogs with us every now and again. Last night we went and got a Costa, sat down by the seafront, and we just literally said this year, now we're daft at Christmas. We've had our decorations up end of September, we've had them up in October. We can never last till November. So this year we were end of September, beginning of October, which a lot of people think we're daft, a lot of people think we're mad, a lot of people think whatever they think. But we love Christmas that much. So we had our decorations up a long time. This year just felt like, now it's the 20th of January, we're nearly a month from Christmas. 3 weeks, nearly 4 weeks. And it was almost in our village, like everybody put the decorations up, Christmas came, Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Boxing Day, bosh, everyone back to work, decorations were down. It's like the fastest Christmas I've ever had in my life. And it just felt so strange. And last night driving through the village, normally everyone's got the lights outside, trees outside lit up, trees in the windows, decorations around everywhere. Now, we've still got now only one lit tree outside because I broke the lights yesterday. We need to turn the lights off the tree. The house lights are off, but I find it hard even at my age to let go of Christmas. So I love it that much. We've made the mistake of playing Christmas music to the youngest puppy that we've kept. Now, if we don't put Christmas music on a night for her to go to sleep to, she howls all night. If you put Christmas music on, she's calm and goes to sleep. So we might be playing Christmas music all year round when we go to bed for the dog downstairs. Now, because she's a puppy, she's still inside, where we have a heated kennel outside for the other Frenchies. They've got a full pen pucker kennel, heated lamps, bedding and all that stuff, so they're out there. Because if anybody's got Frenchies, they eat your clothes, they eat the sofa, they are a nightmare. where she's really calm and quite good, so she's still in the house. Because bearing in mind we only had her in September, I think it was, she was born, with the other puppies. So yeah, I need to turn them lights off. So yeah, we're having a chat about Christmas going too fast, but we're back into it. 20th of January, we're not in tomorrow because we've got a hospital appointment for my eyes, so we're off Tuesday. This will be the first Tuesday in a long, well, since ever, that I will go into my in-laws Tuesday night for my tea, which will be interesting. Go get some food off them, because I don't get home, and the missus and the kids go to their house every Tuesday for tea. It's just like a family tradition thing. So we'll be doing that on Tuesday after the hospital. So I've got to go and have some eye drops in. I can't see for like 12 hours. So it's just all to do with my eye condition. So anyway, right, we are just ticking the card over. We've had 7 minutes on there. Rev your engine, Sandy. Get yourself up. Paul's in. Rasta Paul. Sandy's just revving his wagon up. I think Riggsy's in his wagon, look. And I think Riggsy will be the one that gets the next 25 plate or 75 plate, whatever we're at. He'll get the next one. There's supposed to be 2 coming. One's coming on the road, and then I think Riggsy will get the next one, and then one of these V8s, someone will go into Riggsy's, which is a 69 plate. So but the V8s are going. So right, we're gonna get to Vicarage, do the weights, so we're right, get round to Kemp's, tip the Roundwood, then back to Vicarage to load for Nottingham. So it's one of them mornings. Then we'll tip that, and then I think we're loading for Hull, as far as I know, but we'll see. Right, let's get to Vicarage. We are weighed out here at Vicarage. Just done that while I've been on phone to the missus. We can get turned round in here and head back to Kemp's, which has actually worked out alright, because really I'm passing here. Oh, it's a way to pass to go up there anyway. So anyway, Vicarage wagon still sat. You maybe not see it on camera. One of the lads are coming into work. And got that done. I'm happy that we've got that done, because that's out of that system then. It's separate to what we're dropping off at Kemp's as well, you see, so it's a good thing. So we're going to take this Roundwood. We're only about 15-20 minutes down the road. Just turn that out while we turn. Can't really see very well. Try not go in the back. So yeah, we'll just head down to Kemp's and get this gearbox warmed up a little bit. We'll get tipped at Kemp's, coming back to JSV. That's the load for Nottingham. Then we'll have a look on the sat nav to see where that is, and yeah, get down there. And then I think from Nottingham we're going over to Peter Lord's. We've done Peter Lord's on Contact before. Load out of Peter Lord's, and then I think that's coming up to Hull. We'll tip Hull. We might reload out of Hull, but then he might keep me empty. Don't know. Then we'll come back to yard, try and get a wash off, a good wash off tonight, so then it's proper clean for Wednesday. all been well. So, right, we'll see when we get to Kemp's. Right, we just landed at Kemp's. Been here before. You won't really see it yet, I wouldn't have thought, but the pylon's just there. We'll probably end up going down there and tip it on wall side, but apparently there's logs in the first one, so there must be drying logs. Might tip that, then someone might pick logs up. I don't get into that sort of stuff, but anyway, at least we're here. That's the main thing. We're at Kemp's, and we'll sit and wait for the lad to come and tell us where he wants us. I don't want to tip it there and it not need to be there, because it might be going into the shed, it might be going somewhere else. So we're just going to sit. He should be in within the next half an hour. It's a bit of a pain sat in waiting, because then I could get to Vicarage, get loaded, get out of Nottingham, but we'll be fine. We can get our foot down. I can have a look where the actual Nottingham job is and the route in, so that'll save me a bit of time, and then also my route from Nottingham to Peterlords. So we're going to sit, we're going to wait for him to come in, tell us where he wants us. Sticky door. Sticky door. Yeah, last time that'll be for drying, logs will be for drying, and the heat comes through the floor. I don't know if you can see it, but that's the heated floor. We have a sticky door. Is it moving yet? Keep walking it in and walking it back out again. Can you see it's on a twist? It's not wanting to where have we put the remote? And it's always at that point. In fact, it's a bit further back this time, to be fair. It's just a case of moving it. And it's moving up again. So that's walking it in. So we just walk all that bit of chip in and fire it back out again. See what happens. As soon as I jump up, it's going to start moving again. I've got chip in my shoes again. There, it's getting stuck at that point. Sometimes if you leave it, it does sort of move. Doesn't look like it's gonna. No, it's not gonna. Right. I'm gonna jump up and just pull the door this way just to get it moving. Oh, God, it's cold out there. It's nowhere near 7 degrees, it's more like -7. It was mild when I got in the car this morning, it's freezing. PCS Limited, they're loading chicken poo and stuff out, so I want that. I need him to move so I can get turned round here, but I can't get turned around while he's there. So he's sort of stumped me. I don't think I'll get turned round. I might do. Let's give that a go. Right, we're going to get turned round if we can. And we're back in the daylight. So we're back at VSG. So I'll find one of the lads. I'm chewing sweets again. Everyone just sees me chewing Yorkshire mix. I just can't get enough of them. I'm just going to weigh on. This is G30 chip. They call it G30 chip. It's chipwood to us. But that's what we're loading. And this is by the cube, but we still get the weight, but this is by the cube. I'll weigh it anyway, and I'll let them work out how much cube they're going to give us. Once I get to weight, then I'll tell them. But I'm going to come and weigh it, and if it's still under, I'll go back for a little bit more. So we'll get weighed on, and then we'll go see who's going to load us. If you can get your head around that, because I ain't a clue. One brings out it smaller, one brings out it dust, one brings it out as smaller chip, different size chip. Mental how it works, absolutely mental. Anyway, he's loading me from here. Normally we would get loaded on the track, but which the track is the other side, so you just got your park along there, they get it out the shed there, out the gap. And this is going to be 90 cube he's going to put on me, so we'll see what 90 cube gets us at. Hopefully it's well, we'll stop him at weight. If I think I'm at weight, we'll stop him, but we'll see what we're at. So nice lad. He's actually I'm ex-retained firefighter. I was a retained firefighter for Aiken for 13 years, and he's a retained firefighter for Market Wheaton. So yeah, he's only just started. He's getting his feet under the table into the job, and then he works here, and then responds to his pager when he has to, which Chris Vickery has accepted that that's what he can do. So that's a good little thing, really. It's real good. So yeah, he's going to load us. We get loaded, and we'll get down the road, get to this Norwood Park, find where that is, and get tipped. I've got a gate code that I might have to put in. I might have to give the lad a ring to see where it is. It might be straightforward, obvious where the chip needs to go. We'll get this tipped, we'll get over to Peter Lord's like I've said, and we'll get loaded off Peter Lord and up to Hull. I don't know where it's going in Hull yet. Get that tipped, probably straight run back to the yard, I would have thought, and then hopefully we can get a good wash off, real clean for Wednesday starting. We'll see how the day goes. So we'll see you in a bit. That's us loaded. We're just going to get up Weybridge, and I'm just going to go and check what he's put. 95 cube on it, he tells me. Let's go see what 95 let's go see what 95 cube looks like. That's what 95 cube looks like. Is what it looks like. And I'm a dick because I've left the weigh ticket in the truck. Yeah, something flew in my mouth. So we'll have to go back and get that. Oh, it's right there as well. So whether that's enough. See, when you come to places like this, it's put 95 cube on it, which weighs out at 40 tonnes, so we're 4 tonnes short. When he put logs on, we were 43 summit, and that was 77 cube. So, oh, we're 40-20. So, right, so what number are we? 11, 15. 11, 1, 1, 1, 5. Enter that. Escape that. And print it. So that's dodgy light comes on. So give them the bottom copy. So that's another thing I forget. End up walking back to the truck, forgetting to drop the bottom copy off, and driving away with all 3 copies. She needs a good wash again. Just literally chucked a bit of water over the wheels. The unit got a bit of a wash, but yeah. Hopefully give her a good bath tonight when we get back, because there'll be no one in the yard. Or there shouldn't be anybody in yard washing, or there shouldn't be 3 lads washing anyway. Sight brothers, we'll get this belt on. So we're 67 miles away, so we shall get going. Bit of weight transfer on. We'll get heading off, and if we see how interested on way down, we'll come back, and if not, we'll see you probably when we get down there. Right, we're on Mansfield Road. Rejoining us on Mansfield Road. We are literally 4 mile away, and it's saying it's down here, and let's see, sat-nav's telling us off to the left, which is probably this bit here. We're there. It's telling us nearly. Quite a steady way drive down on A1, and then back out onto A1, and then straight down to Grantham. So pretty easy Monday, to be fair. Pretty easy Monday. We'd probably be down there now and tipped if I was just going to Vicarage to tip and reload, but because it was going to Kemp's for drying, it was a bit of a run around, but it's not a problem. We can do it. Beachy can deal with it. Nice little place. This is a new one. Not been here before. Never been here before. And hey up, bus. Bit of a bus. Roadworks that have come off, which is good. And I think I've pin dropped it to the actual entrance, because the actual postcode actually takes you a bit further up from it. It is a 7.5 ton weight limit, this, but with access. So it's telling us we need to go up here, so we're going up here. Ploughing, it's calling. So I'm hoping, yeah, it takes us to the actual entrance, that we just turn in. There is a little place a bit further up. I can't see what is on Google Maps, because the place further up looks like it could take chip, but that's the golf course. So this bit at the bottom does look like chicken sheds. So, and I think you do burn the G30 in for chicken heat. I'm sure it's G30. I might be wrong. I'll have to double check that, really. 2.7 miles, we're nearly there. Through that little village, right, a bad little village actually. Quite nice, bit narrow but quite nice. And out, so we'll have to start taking it steady in about 1.5 miles. Might have to get them hazards on and beacons on and have a look. There's a gate code, key code for it. So with having the gate code, key code, I was maybe thinking that there wasn't anybody there. Otherwise you'd just ring a bell, wouldn't you, and just go in. But so hopefully it's obvious where the chip pile is. I've got a phone number to ring, a lad called Rick, so I can ring him Oh, what an house. What a beautiful house. So I can give him a bell and speak to him. He'll be able to tell me where the chip's going. Another nice little village with a pub in it. Old reindeer. Nice houses. So yeah, different. We do, you know, not every day is the same. Some you might get back-to-back days the same, but not always every day is the same. On walking floors, 1 minute you're on landfill bouncing around, you know, rocking side to side, up and down, all over the place. Then next minute you're in a rubbish dump, then you're in woods, you're in the forest, driving down narrow roads, into short, you know, small gateways to get chipped on, little family country chipping yards, all over the place. Variety after variety after variety. It's brilliant. And you don't do a lot really, to be fair. You don't have to load it, you don't really tip it, the floor does that for you. The only time you have to get in is if your moving door gets a bit sticky. That's what I bought telescopic ladders for, to climb up and have a scrape around. That's about the hardest bit that you have to do. Or stand on the gantry and jump in and just kick it down with your feet, because some stuff doesn't, it won't move, slamming forwards and backwards and all that. It doesn't move. So you do have to jump up, kick it about with your feet and put it into little gaps and holes and stuff where they haven't filled or where it hasn't fallen. If it's too like wet, it won't move, or too thick with a bit of mud or whatever, you know, soil and stuff. So, but yeah, you don't really do a lot of hard work really. So we are 0.9 miles away. Back in another little village. This is the village that we want to be in, that it's telling us. And on Google Earth I can see sheds coming up. So the gateway must be easy accessible, I would have thought. Little school. Little school. All the kiddywinkles studying away, learning the little BABCs, 1, 2, 3s. Loving life. Oh, bit of a hill on. Quite steep actually. We'll drop down half a gear. Half a mile it's telling us, and we're turning left, it's saying by Google Earth. So let's hope it is accessible quite easily. Get in and see what it's all about. yards. Now it's coming up and showing me that it's a big spot to be tipping in. I don't fancy some of these side roads. They're quite tight, some of these side roads. So there's a left here. I'm actually going to put my warnings on. I'm not going to go up the curb, because I don't know whether that is the actual spot, because that is tight. Norwood Park, no public access. That is a tight spot. Let's go and have a word with this farmer and see what this farmer says. And we're going there. So we're just going to shoot up here a little bit. Luckily I saw, it looks like a paint and decorator, and I stopped, waited for him to come down. He came down that track there and round, and he said, yeah, don't go further up, it takes you to the main house, it just gets narrower and narrower and narrower. So I'm glad we didn't, not happy with that. Go a bit forward, get off grass a bit. Not the widest of roads, it's just literally an arctic's length. We'll get up here a little bit more. So yeah, we're just tipping there. As soon as you get through, okay, it is not the widest of entrances, and it's on a bit of a hill, and yeah, we were spinning getting up, but we got up. Good job of not at full weight. But he's told me the back down here pull forward and then back into there, and then we shove it off. So that is exactly what I am going to do. Plenty of space to do it. Plenty of space. Look at that. Fully round. And we'll just get back into there. They ain't got much chipping left, like, have they? So this'll sort them out for a little bit. Get back into there. Right, we'll just get straight on and then we'll get it off. Tipping. See it quite well actually. Got it quite high today. And this is what 95 cube looks like. Just keep pushing it back. No doubt they'll come and have a bit of a shovel. Maybe could have come over this way a little bit, but straightened it up a bit. Dusty. If need be, maybe go forward and come at another handle, just walk it on a little bit. But we are tipping. So we're going to jump in wagon, because what will happen is it'll get to its point of where it won't push it anymore. But it'll start pushing the wagon forward. We'll get a fair bit off here before it does, maybe. It's coming out nicely, going down sides. So it falls down the side of the wagon, and the more will come down this bit. The bits over the top will just keep coming over. It's quite therapeutic watching it, how it falls out and moves, but that bit will just come over the top and come towards me eventually. Down the sides, we move forward a little bit, and you can see it's all dropping down. The top bit will be, the top bit becomes the bottom bit, and that becomes the top bit sort of thing. Yeah, we're filling the area quite well, to be fair. It's nice when you find the spot straight away. It's a big old spot, like, and this is just the bottom end. The farmhouse is up the top, but he said you don't want to be up there, you never get turned around. So there you can see it's sort of, it's still pushing it out over the top. I don't want a lot of it out there, you see. I don't want it to go past them, my first wheels on the trailer. So the more you can let it come out here in a pile and keep pushing it so it just keeps falling back, the easier it is. And you only have to drop forward a little bit. It's pushing it out well, to be fair. If we get round the other side, it's pushing it past this post. I just don't want to get a boot full of wood chip because it's draining. So yeah, it's just keep pushing it over itself, if you can see. Coming out lovely. Here we got a Grantham from here. He's told me to go back out the way I came. It's a lot easier. Back onto A1 and then down to Grantham. Peat Lords we know. And we'll find out when we get to Peat Lords who we're tipping it for. Could be Elkisser, which is just off the 62. Could be further into Hull. But we'll soon see. Oh, we've filled this gap quite well, to be fair. Keep pushing it. Right, we'll let this tip. Right, we've just got out. I just got angle wrong on building, so I sort of backed up, manoeuvred myself, got over that little bitch. Only that couple of inches. Just give me that bit of straight line, and we got through a little bit better. Otherwise, I would have definitely taken that building down. It is so close. Going in's not so bad because you can take it over and cut it back in, so that the trailer sort of goes away from the building. Coming the other way, you've got to be bang on straight. So anyway, this guy's told me to go back the way I came. That will be the better option for me. And that's what we're going to do. So we're heading out Halm, H-A-L-A-M, just off A1. So yeah, we're going to go back this way and we'll get down to Peat Lords. We'll see you down there. We're here. Pete's loading us. He's loading us off that pile, and it's going up to Hull. Just waiting for a pin drop. We've had a break. In fact, we might just stick it on a, see if we get a 15 in. If not, we'll have to get one when we get back up there. Not been to this one before. Apparently there's a bit of sore subject. Someone went up there, might not have been us, went up there, hit his shed or something like that. So just waiting for a pin drop. Pete's going to load us and then we can get going. It's supposed to be there for around 3 o'clock or before 3, so I'm told, but sometimes I get a bit held up and stuff like that. You know, it's just one of them things that Pete's quite quick at loading. We've got scales ready to rock and roll. Hopefully we get the weight right, but we want about 43.5 on it, so we'll let Pete do his bit and we'll get loaded. Right, we're back on the A1, heading north, and we need to get foot down because apparently you've got to be there by 3, and you're going to be touch and go. It's 1:30 now. Now we should make it, we should get there. Fingers crossed. A little bit underweight, 42.5, so we're not messing about, we're getting on our way. Apparently someone, I've said, hit the building, so we're not going to do that today. Fingers crossed we're not going to do that, but we'll get up there, find what's what, and try and get it tipped. Yeah, we should get it tipped and give him a text, see if he wants out reloading, which I don't think he will. He'll be back to yard and we'll have that quick wash off, home, tea and a chill. And I think we found another sparky for our hot tub to get up and running, so When I get home I'll find out all that, see what's happening, and we'll be back Wednesday with another load of loads. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, so a bit of a break-up week, which I don't mind. So right, we'll get up the A1 a little bit. We're back on, and it's telling me it's up here somewhere. Where? Let's give me a pin drop for up here. There's a fan back there which I thought it might have been, but and on this particular tip, it's telling me I've got to back out onto road. It says unsuitable for HGVs, but this is the pin drop he's given me, so it must be down here. And I think that's just up so people don't come down it. They don't get unexpected HGVs down it. And you've got to back onto this road apparently, but it is down here. Let's see. I don't really like going down roads. I don't think any HGV driver likes to go down a road that says unsuitable for HGVs. Some of them are, you know, they're just so tight that they're like, it's just impossible to get an Arctic down. But like this, as long as you don't meet anything coming the other way, you're totally fine. Yeah, it's telling me it's the top of here. This is the way he's told me to come in. There's one of the lads that I asked him. So let's hope he's not wrong. Bit of rain. I had rain for ages, right? That I can remember. I can't remember the last time we had rain. Oh, hitting the aerial with the trees. So yeah, we're an hour late. I was told to be here for 3, but surely, you know, give or take, you know, it could be an hour. Maybe been ringing up and saying, oh yeah, you'll be there for 4. I don't know why having to back onto this road. I'm assuming you drive in and it's like back up to it. There's no room to spin around. Is maybe what I'm thinking. There's no sort of turning circle in there. I hope if this is it, then I hope it's not the one that was right at the top. But he's given me it for just round this corner. This chip's been screened, this chip. So it's got all the goodness in it. Wow. Oh no, we're alright. It's very tight. Definitely don't get many carol singers down here. Definitely don't get many carol singers down here. But when you're coming up, there's a big spot on left. There's a big spot on right as well. But it looks like to be the right spot. And I wonder where it is. Wonder which bit it's in. It looks shut. Right, let's have a wander around, see if we can see anybody. Right, we're in. I thought they were going home and just said be here by 3, but shed's locked up, so it doesn't even matter. Shed's not locked up, so it doesn't even matter. Right, just take the roof off, put a bit of lighting on. because we can't actually see, and it's easy to film. Get the roof off. Big spotlight. It's a big spot. House there. And I thought I'd be ticking in one of them, but it's a fair old size, like. It's a fair old size. Oh, I might actually, I don't know. In fact, I think what we'll do is we'll go past our driving test again, because that's appalling. Reversing in, try and get a bit more central, look a bit more professional, like I know what I'm doing, because it's a bit offset. It wasn't a very professional reverse. Only thing is, when you're truck drivers that take the boots off, because I've done it ever since I've been a truck driver, and you sort of get in habit of taking your boots off to keep your cab clean, so your cab from smelling and all that sort of stuff. And oh, that's better. You take your boots off. You've got to get into the habit. One thing, if you want to start truck driving, you've got to get into that habit of, even if you pull forward just that little, the slightest little bit, you pull forward. Put PTO in as well. You've just got to take your boots off. Remote there. Because if you don't, you get back into your cab with your boots on. And I did it when I was tankering and it was knee deep in crap. Still always take your boots off. So it keeps your cab tidy, it keeps it clean, keeps it fresh, and all good. So, right, safety catch off. There's already a bit of chipping, but they're obviously running out, getting low. This'll oh, nearly was over. Keep them topped up, won't it? Big hole in it. Get this door open as well before it all comes out. Let's hope that door moves. Right back this time. I've had a bit of a scrape at runners. There we go. And then it comes out as fast as that. You can't really see much because of the lighting, but she's coming out. I've opened this side door, so I'm just gonna quickly shut that side door. And he opened it to have a look. But yeah, it's a big old shed. The seat load coming off. I just opened this door thinking I was backing into here, but that wasn't the case. So we'll shut that out with niceness. Right, gonna get this tipped, Hopefully the door will come fully out. Then we're back to the yard and we'll have a wash off. Stopped at the Gulf garage for a bit of fuel. Get rid of a bit of crap that we've accumulated. Get rid of a bit of rubbish while we're here. May as well use their bins. Get some juice because we're about empty. We did fill up on Friday, but then we've used a fair bit, so we're just going to get some fuel. That is it, that is it. We're washed off. Even Boss is grafting, look, washing a trailer. Got backlight out. Ash is parked up, he's off in the morning. And that's us done. Collect a few bits and we are on our way. Turn lights off and stuff. So if you like this video, give it a like and give us a subscribe. Get them subscriptions up and we'll see you on the next one.